Morning everyone from Santorini, Greece. Beautiful morning. We are tendered here. This is a tender port, so get to use the exciting magic carpet for tendering this morning. See how that goes, let you know. So let's get this beautiful day started in Santorini. Morning.
One big bed, please. Good morning. One big bed.
We're about the thickness of these things. So I think it's just meant to keep the boat kind of.
So that tender boat ride was by far the bumpiest ride we've had all trip. Ship, boats, everything included. That was rough.
Santorini, it's very famous, this island, for its wines. So you have the opportunity to try 3 different local wines and very, very nice views. Santo Wines winery, it's on the cliffside. And while trying our wines, you'll be enjoying these views to the caldera. And of course, you need to realize that all 5 islands, really, they're volcanic islands. You can see the soil. I mean, on our side, this is the soil of Santorini. It's volcanic ash. Volcanic ash and pumice stone covered the whole complex during a major volcanic eruption that took place here about 3,600 years ago. Sometimes north winds here can get strong enough to break down trees. So if we would cultivate our vineyards up high on railings like everybody else does all around the world, probably they wouldn't survive those strong winds. 588 steps to reach the sea level from the port, from Thira, from the capital. And those steps are still there, of course. If you decide to explore Thira later on, you will see them.
So we made it to the village of Ia. Ia is one of probably the most popular village here on Santorini. And if you've seen pictures of the Greek islands and all the blue domes on cliff sides, that picture was most likely taken here in Ia. So it's very beautiful. In just a second, I'm going to flip the camera around and show you the view that I'm facing right now. I can actually see the ship. I can see the caldera of Santorini. So we're going to take a look at that. Yeah, and just take a walk around. We have an hour now to explore the village before we have to be back on the bus to go to the next location on the tour. So I hope you enjoy beautiful village of Ia here in Santorini. If we zoom in all the way here, you can see the apex out there. We are tendered today, which means that we're not actually at a dock. We're actually just anchored, and then boats take you from the ship over to the shore. So this is the main island here of Santorini, And then out here, there's actually 5 islands which make up Santorini. Here in the middle, this is actually an active volcano with like active lava flows and everything. Right here in the center, the last time it had a major eruption was 1950. And then here is another volcanic island just next to it. So both of these completely made up of lava flow over the many years. So we're walking along the main road here in Ia, and you can see it's quite narrow. And if you want to divert and go down to any of the businesses, a lot of these are hotels that you see here on the side of this cliff, but a lot of the alleyways and the restaurants and things like that, you see it's down these steep steps. Everything's just built out on the cliff and down the cliff. So if you come here, be prepared to walk up and down a lot of cliffs. If you don't have not very good with heights, you might have problems here because everything is up and down pretty steep hills and pretty narrow alleyways. But it's a beautiful place. You can see here a little bit of that soil composition I was talking about. It's particularly right here, made of ash from volcanic eruptions. Here's actually an alley leading over to the opposite side of what we've been looking at, so you can actually see the sea from that side too. Just shows you how narrow this village of Ia is and how narrow this portion of the island of Santorini is. I think every person who has ever gotten married is here getting wedding photos taken in Santorini and Ia. I've seen so many bridal shots happening in just the last 10 or 15 minutes, so this must be the place. So that's it from the town of Ia on the way back to the bus to go somewhere else now in Santorini. Now at our next stop on the tour at Santo Wines, where we're going to have a wine tasting of some of the wine produced here on the island of Santorini. They are known for their vineyards. They have a lot of vineyards all around the island. So they're offering a wine tasting, and then there's also a little lunch here as well.
We are the biggest winery on the island and the only cooperative winery consisting of 1,200 active members. And this is something that gives a strong social character in our activities. Our facilities here include a winery, first of all, which is a gravity flow winery. We have a shop inside. You can find the wines. You can either buy them or have them shipped. Sometimes you can have free shipping as well. We have some souvenirs and other Greek delicacies as well.
People are there for you. Good idea. Yes. And the store is through those doors.
Now we are in the village of Thira, which is the main village here on, well, it's the port village here on the island of Santorini. So we are going to explore this just a little bit. I've actually left the tour, not going to take the bus back to the ship, but instead I'm going to take the cable car, which I just showed you all. You might be able to see it from over here coming up the hill, but we'll take it back to the ship, which you can see right down there just off the shore of Thira. So we'll explore some of this town a little bit and see what all we can see here. This here is the Cathedral Church. It's one of the biggest churches in Santorini, and certainly here in Thira. It's very beautiful here on the outside. I'm not going to go on the inside just out of respect. I'm not going to go in there with the camera, but did want to show you. I really like the floor here on the patio of the church. It's all these rocks made to look sort of like a tile pattern, but this is pretty neat. Can't help myself from coming over here to the edge and taking pictures and shots because it's just so beautiful. You see the main street of Thira here runs right alongside the edge of the cliff, so everywhere you turn you have views just like that. So walking to the cable car, don't need to wonder if we're going the right way because now the steps are blue and they actually say cable car this way. The cable car to get back down to the port area, and it is €6 to take the cable car each way.
Mais tu vois, ces hôtels, il n'y en a pas beaucoup qui ont des grandes piscines. Ils ont tous des piscines privées. Elles sont minuscules.
Ouais.
So there are several ways to get up to the top in the town of Thira. You can ride the donkeys. You see the donkeys there waiting. You can take the cable car, which I did, which you see right over there. Or there are 588 steps which ascend to the city if you feel like walking. So those are pretty much your three options if you're not on a short excursion, in which case that's going to take you on a bus like I was this morning.